to work. Sundays, I sit here with the dang thing next to me, make sure it's loading and it doesn't time out and then take forever to load. Um, uh, because I don't have any chores to do on Sundays. Sundays to my dad is the Sabbath, and so he watches Bobby Schuller and Michael Youssef and Andy Stanley, and we just pretty much take it easy. I'm all right with it. I the day of rest, I like resting. You get tired of, I don't get any rest when I sleep because of all the perverts and NASA and military intel and stuff. I sat and watched the thing on Mount St. Helens, and the eruptions, I guess, in 2004 and 8 were more of lava eruption things as opposed to the big blowing the top off the mountain and having a big hole in it. So it's a little different when it blows. Over time the sediment gets there and then they plow. So it's a little different the way that it's working as far as a volcano goes. The way they get, I guess the concern would be more, well, maybe like Mount St. Helens is the pressure valve, and stuff, and keeps it from happening in Rainier and stuff like that, and that's always encouraging. But it's discouraging knowing that people are still causing global warming. We have to have natural reacting events by the planet itself to try to sustain life as we know it, because we're attempting to destroy it as we know it through carbon emission poisoning and genocidal industrial revolution economics and things you're addicted to. And I sat there and watched, and Dad's thing was recording Stanley or somebody like that, and they had these two guys called Christ and Prophecy. You got these two arrogant, pompous pricks that believe in, Captain Marvel and Tony Starks and Thor and Loki and Odin. And you're sitting there listening to them talk, and it's like, well, the one guy, he said there, we'll call him Bob. You couldn't even remember the name of the guy that you went to the funeral. Guess he has lots of acquaintances he calls friends. But you're sitting there listening to this guy talk. He says, well, he went Lutheran, he's got it covered. He went to all the different denominations. He's going to get to heaven because he tried every way to get his paperwork filled out to get in heaven. Well, no, he has to have faith that Jesus is God. Okay. Jesus doesn't teach that he's God. Okay. It's in the Bible. Okay. It seems cryptic. There's a lot of things because they get, I said God forsaken earlier. I mean faith forsaken, but there's no God forsaken. You forsake the meaning of the word God when you trap the soul and the ego. Okay. And so it's Genesis. Jesus explains it over and over again to the Romans all through the New Testament. Caesar can't be declared a god by a popularity contest any more than my butt pimple can sing like Luciano Pavarotti fucking Arati there. It's true. And if you don't, you're a self-righteous hypocrite or a genocidal, brain chemical addicted heathen. Okay. I don't give a fuck if you don't like the way I talk and how I teach technology not to reflect brain chemical addicted genocidal sexual deviants like you. You think I give a fuck? Okay. It's horrible the way you stroke people's egos into thinking that their sexuality is the holy grail of fuckingdom. Okay. And women are very physically attractive, but you'll find that the more they obsess on their bodies, I'm watching a lot of these athletes trying out for Olympics, and they obsess. Okay. And I told you, it's the thing that makes them really mad. I did not excess. I was very healthy. Okay. And I was always waiting to get to that point where I could get a healthy coach, a healthy person, and then maintain. Okay. And same with my marriages. I just maintain a healthy, like I tried to do here back in 2017 when I challenged the military to trap them in their technology, to eventually get their technology to have to kill them if necessary. You have to. Okay. They're a disease on all that is that sustains life. Okay. If you don't find a way to trap them in their game, they'll keep playing the game till they destroy everything. I was not aware of this. That was Rockefeller's thing, till the bitter end. I'm like, okay, I get it. But apparently it's happening. There is no game. Okay, life is eternal, grace is infinite. Those people on that Christ and Prophecy, They're such comic book salesmen, brain chemical addicted bushwhackers and Jack Mormons and bullshit artists. It's fucking gross. There's no magic place with guys flying around the beautiful light bringer with the muscular dude in art form with wings and shit. And there's no, god damn it, no. That's all fucking cartoon stuff. That's Tim Curry in an outfit. And Tom Cruise pretending to be the guy. This is not real. Okay? Half the shit you guys believe in, you always look at the sky and thank God. NASA's not God. Okay? Past, present, future operate at the same time. So your present idiot is telling your past idiot to go. Every time you score a touchdown for fuck money that Jesus specifically told you not to hand your children's lives over to. Okay, do you understand? Nobody's going to worship me. You can't worship me. You can pretend to worship me, and I can pretend to have people worship me. God is God. God's omnipotent and omnipotent. And I am omnipotent and omnipotent? No, and neither is NASA. Okay? Or the NASA or the scientists studying Mount St. Helens. Okay? You can study what's going to happen and stuff like that, but the intelligent thing is it's basically just like having a warning system, like the little girl talked about last night, and also with the thing. She goes, the thing went off, and it wasn't a test. They tested twice a month, but this time we knew it was real, and we had to leave here and come to El Paso. But we want to go back home because, oh yeah, you live in near Ruidoso, and you have to go. Some idiot starts a fire in Ruidoso and causes horrible problems with the ecosystem because it's at a mass. It wasn't a prescribed burn. It was a mass thing. And then the rain's coming in trying to wash it away and help save what provides oxygen for any living decent people. And then there's mudslides, and it's horrible watching what's happening with the ecosystem and what these assholes will do that gave us COVID-19 to study the ecosystem to see how fast it can recover once they kill all the human beings that don't fit in their genetic sequencing of charismatic, hot, popular people that can win the reindeer, mockingbird, games. They're sick. I didn't know how sick they were. I'm not like them. Okay, I've avoided being popular and famous and successful my whole life. I was the fastest human being, and when they were timing me at Mayfield Horse, ever moved, and I didn't train excessively, and I was in amazing great shape. I was about 5'10", about 135 pounds. Okay, and I didn't want to be embarrassed. And I looked Mexican. All the Mexican guys were betting the other guys. He's the fastest. The Mexican kid is the fastest. Okay, and I was, but I'm not Mexican. I'm a hillbilly redneck. Ooh, I'm trying to get up the mountain to get Clifton Collar's daughter to marry me. I'm just kidding. I got a mountain of love for the girl in the valley. Hillbilly, yeah. Only half hillbilly. My mom is an Ellis Island immigrant child. All right, my dad's people are the Tennessee, Texas people. Oh, gosh, well, ma'am, shucks. Well, golly, Well, I reckon that, maybe we'll take care of that later. In the meantime, you want to go in the bedroom, take off your clothes, and we could, help sexually heal me because I'm tired of being fucked over by a bunch of faith-forsaken, fucked up perverts. How about you, Hayden, baby? I think it'd be nice for a lot of women to make love to a man that reflects the beauty of me instead of being fucked by a bitch who acts just like them. Don't you think? You think? What do you think? Greenspan's an idiot, and I'll tell you why. Thanks for calling Southwest Airlines. This is Earl. How can I help you? But I look like shit and feel like shit because you act like shit, and I can't reiterate that enough. And if you're a physically fit and successful person who's very materially wealthy by being a propaganda tool for people that are addicted to home invasion and child molestation to manipulate each other with money and technology, you're not as attractive as you think you is. Okay, sex as a weapon and a tool to perform genocide because you've got brain chemical addiction. I am way more gorgeous than you are. Okay, I am too fucking gorgeous to be married to Kim Kardashian or Megan Thee Stallion. Once I clean this fucker up, then they can enjoy a life of sacrifice with the person that's similar to them and that will live a healthy life with them because I did what was needed for us to live the faith of Psalms and the wisdom of Proverbs, right? You understand? And then I get to hang out with Patrick, meet my grandkids, and go hiking with Katie, Buggy, and Crummy, and have Noah come up. No, you don't need to apologize, Noah. I love you. I know you're being mind fucked by a bunch of mind fuckers. It's hard for everybody with the brain damage that wasn't born in '66 to explain this stuff the way I do. I don't have the same brain damage that young people have. Peace out.